Man, we did have some injuries this week at the barn, spread across. I think this is the time of year when the horses start to push, their knees start to get a little sore. Some other horses have some minor injuries, but it's expected. This is the time of the year it happens, so it keeps me up at night and it really tugs at me somewhat. I did not, many of you had asked, you'd seen the set list and saw that I had scratched Drebin. The reason I scratched Drebin was simply because I talked about him in the videos and how I thought his knees were bothering him, and actually, I might be wrong. I jogged him today. He was really, really good. Actually, he was good enough where if he had been wearing his boots when I was on the track jogging him, I probably would have trained him. Are you you're going to get Addie? Do you need me to do anything?
Just if you can take Ollie to baseball at 5.
You're not going to be back by 5?
Yeah, but Addie has to go get her pictures done with her recital.
Oh?
They are at 4:15.
Yeah, I'll take Ollie to ball.
And then Ava has
He's a ball game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess he'll be there at 5.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. I got a lot of smudges there. All right.
Are you talking right now?
I am talking. I'm on
sorry.
video right now. Is there anything else you need?
He needs to eat.
Yeah, we'll leave a little early and I'll ask him what he wants. Yeah, all right. There you have it. Oliver plays baseball tonight, so I'm going to take him to baseball, watch the game, drop him off, and then I'm going straight to Ohio. A lot going on tomorrow. I want to jog some horses. I want to check on a couple. Lover's Play had hit the bike the other day. And then to add insult to injury, she got cast a little bit in her stall also. After the issue with Cowboy by the Sea, I almost got in the car and went directly to Ohio when I heard it. They said, no, she's a little stiff, but she's okay. She'll be fine. What else? So, we had the 3 sets going today. Drebin was actually very good. If he had his boots on, I probably would have trained him his mile. But gave him the day. Just jogged him. I was happy with that too. The horse looks great. We'll get right into it. Set number 1. Who did I go with in here? I went with Winter Bells. She was awesome. I know Amy had said she was really quiet at the start, finishing up her mile, didn't finish up good. We went slower with the horses today. They just seemed very lethargic after they get over the virus. It was tough. They took it hard. And it was tough training on Saturday. Bounced back. We backed them up a little bit today. I think the last set went in 23, another one went in 25, another one went in 28, I believe, but exactly where they needed to go. Winter Bells kind of shot through, and I had her pacing hard at the wire through the turn. Really, really happy with what I saw from that filly. Time is on my side, James said was better. Changed some gear on him. Steering-wise, he was perfect. Mounds for All finished up great. Mick Paisley, Lonely Lakewood finished great together on the inside. Lonely Lakewood is due maybe to win the bike and get sharpened up a little bit. We can do that. And also, Mick Paisley made a little break at the wire now. She's done this in the past, but Danny had said she wears the Murphy and Murphy and a tight pole on the inside. Somebody didn't show up today, and they had the gear a little bit wrong. The Murphy blind on the wrong side. Danny believed that was the culprit for making that little break, but he said otherwise she was very good. So we're actually gonna put the horses in the race bike on Saturday. Maybe go a mile in 2:10 or 2:12. James just told me he can't be here. He's an assistant coach for his son's baseball team, for Griffey's baseball team, so he can't be here on Saturday. But I will be putting a number of them in the race bike. I would say Jimmy will be here. I'll be here. Johnny will be here and able to go. Mario is 4. And Amy, Amy is 5. So we'll have 4 or 5. I might have 4 sets. Probably will have 4 sets on Saturday. So the first set today went well. Really happy with everybody. Second set was good as well. Danny said Rito's Lady was a little choppy. She's getting close to being turned out. No big deal there. Flashfly made a break, and I did put her in the race bike after. She's due to be shod. She was a little rickety going. She was a little rickety going, and I'm hesitant to change very much because they are very quirky, that breed, but they are going through that last little hurdle where they're starting to switch speeds now, and I'm wondering if maybe we do need to make a little change. I'll think about that this afternoon. Insider trading, when I made a break, I kind of interfered with her a little bit. Amy said she was just shod yesterday and she was a little choppy, but okay. George of the Jungle was great. Now Johnny said he thought that he warmed up a little bumpy, but as he turned him to go his mile, he was great. The horses right now, this is where they start to really push. This is where the rubber meets the road, and we really have to be careful and pay very, very close attention to each and every horse. And I like the fact that Johnny was paying very close attention to George. He said he didn't love the way he warmed up, but really was one of his better training miles of recent memory, so he was happy with him. Seasons of Love was good. George of the Jungle, as I said, was great. J-Port Beach Boy, very good. And then Flash Fly and Insider Trading kind of got jostled a little bit when I made a break. Rito's Lady was fine, but a little choppy. So again, polish them up, and they'll be going to the bike on Saturday. Ready for landing. 3 training trips in a row without a break. He was better today. I did put him on the front. I went a little more than I wanted, 23. Not a whole lot more, but 23. He was good. James said that Punch the Clock was much better today. She was back in fine form. Danny actually said Widespread Panic was good too. I didn't like the fact that he said, I just stayed back a little bit. I hate when they do that. But with this horse, remember I told you, a little bit of a mental midget, right? He's got baby steps, real baby steps with this guy. He said otherwise his gait was perfect. Trotted through the mile. Don't Talk About Bruno, Johnny said was much, much better. We changed his shoes up front also. And Great Bet, Amy said was a little lazy, but I was expecting that. You know, Danny, I told him you really got to snap on the tail and put him right on his toes when you go to train him, and Amy just kind of went out and jogged him. And it was really nice to him. The horse has been training good, so wasn't really that concerned. Virtually everybody went great today. A break from Flash Fly, we'll fix that. The break from Insider Trading was more interference. I didn't see any other issues. Very happy with what I saw from Drebin today also. Really, really happy with Drebin. Now I got a call from Megan that Red Overbach, his feet were bothering him a little bit. He didn't race as well. Tried at 55, come 31. You know, I haven't said anything to Megan, but quite frankly, I think it's almost time for us to think about moving Red Overbach. He's not quite that top flight horse. He's not going to make his way to the Open anytime soon. He's going to bounce around the middle conditions. He was even money today with a hot pace and a slow last quarter, and he just kind of lost himself. He was lost in the shuffle. I think he's got some worth, and we probably should test him on the open market. There's a couple of horses. Dustin Hanover, his race tomorrow is very important for the future of him with us. And Stonebridge Chicotti's only got 2 wins left in that class, and if we can find a way forward for him, great. I think there is some growth in his game and his gait and his speed. He's sound. He's trotting good. So he's not even remotely as close to the same situation as Dustin. Dustin is teetering. Chicotti's not. We're just looking for a way forward. So we'll see how this all plays out this week. We're going to continue to move horses. Obviously, I thought I was going to make a video this morning and tell everybody, anybody that didn't, any shares that are left in that filly we bought yesterday. I forbid you. Any shares that were left, I was just going to gobble them up, and I didn't get a chance to. Again, shout out again, buying into one of the horses. But you know what? I'm glad it worked out well so far. I'm going to get the filly paid for, get her back here, and I think she's probably going to go to Kentucky for next week, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. So with that, I'm going to let you go. We did have some injuries this weekend, so I'm trying to deal with those best I can. But for the most part, it's been a great run again. This time of year creeps up on me, right? You don't see it coming, and one horse's knees are sore and you have to stop them, and another horse gets injured, and it's really hard to take because we're right in full swing of optimism, and then this happens, and it's really hard to take with some of the horses. But it is part of athleticism. It is part of racing. It's something we have to deal with, and something we will deal with together. But as a whole, things are certainly moving along very, very good. Happy with Spitfire yesterday. Really, really happy with the way the sophomores have come back, and the rookies are looking great too. So with that, I'll let you go. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to Ollie's baseball game, but I'll certainly be watching and can answer any questions via email or text message. And then I'm off to Ohio. Got some work to do tomorrow, some horses to qualify Thursday. I told everybody Atlas might qualify Thursday. Jason trained him very hard today, and he said he was awesome, but he's going to qualify next Thursday. So with that, I'll let you go. I hope you guys are having a good day. Mine's a little scattered, but I'll get over it. Take care.